Today I interviewed Scyan on the Get to Know series. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with many YouTube channels, and welcome back everybody to, like I just said, the Get to Know series. This is the series on the channel where we have a creator on the channel where the goal in mind is to have the viewer get to know the person behind the camera. In this case today, we are going with Scyan. Scyan is an incredible Fortnite creator, an incredible guy. I had a blast talking to him. I'm recording this intro after we already spoke. So guys, I'll leave it at that. Let's get into it. Here is you getting to know Scyan. Scyan, first time on the channel that is not a stream. Introduce yourself for the people, share a bit of your background, and what inspired you to start making content.
Hello, how are you doing? Thank you so much, Clen, for having me here. I'm Scyan. If you don't know me, how dare you? I'm the 5 realities guy. How do you not know about the 5 realities, or forget that 3 hours and a half long Fortnite storyline video? How?
It was an amazing video. It was an amazing video, by the way.
Thank you so much.
The edit, I keep telling people how much like hell that must have been to edit.
It was, at the end of it, it was like the last week of making that video. I was like, either this video ends or I'm gonna die. I can't anymore. It was painful. I was mentality dead.
So
it
actually
didn't exist.
I was going to ask you about that video specifically, so I might as well just ask you about it before we dive into everything, because like, how long did you spend editing that video? If anybody's watching this and hasn't seen it, I'll try to remember to leave a link to it in the description down below, because it was over 3 hours long, like going through the entire Fortnite storyline, and every little bit was edited. Like, how long did that take you?
Oh god. PTSD, the memories are actually coming back. Oh no. So from what I remember, I was working on this video. So the idea started from season 3, chapter 4. So like really long time ago.
Actually,
I didn't
know you had a plan that long.
Yeah, I planned it for that long, and then I kept thinking like, okay, I already have done a video like this. How can I go way beyond that? How can I show people I'm evolving each year with my work, and just show them that I really want to make some amazing things, even if it's gonna make me hate myself, which is it. It definitely made me hate myself. So the planning alone took like half a month or something for me to figure out what is gonna be like the style of the video and everything. And I did a lot of tests in videos in that time to figure it out. And that was just the planning. Every day, 10 hours, I was either recording the video. At the start, actually, scripting. Sorry, first it comes to scripting. So I was scripting. Scripting alone took probably more than 2 weeks. It was insane. Making sure that like the things I say actually make sense, they're fun to follow, they feel like I'm telling a really cool story rather than I'm explaining something. I want to give it a special vibe to the script. And then I had to record it. The worst part, worse than even the editing, I swear. Oh god. Oh,
I can't imagine. That's why I wanted to ask. I cannot imagine. I could never edit that much.
So the recording of the video, because probably most people don't know, but because I don't have my own room, it's really hard for me to record my videos. The house is really small. I only can record when there is not too many people in the house, which is a really small amount of time. Like even before Clen right now, because I don't have a lot of time to record, I forced myself to record a video, and it took 3 hours. My throat hurts.
Well, thank you very much for doing that.
Sorry.
Dude, I'm glad you're here. No need
Thank
to be
you.
No need to be sorry. And like I said,
my throat actually hurts.
Oh my god.
It's fine.
Well,
So for the video recording it, I basically every time I managed to get, I just took the whole day, no matter how long it took. Maybe it took like 5 days. 5 hours, keep talking non-stop. I did it. It doesn't matter. I forced myself, and it ruined my throat so bad. It kept getting worse and worse every day that I kept doing it, to the point it was burning so bad. I think my voice just didn't work for a little bit, for like a week or something. I'm ruining myself for Fortnite. That is not okay.
Dude, my voice gets tired after talking for like maybe a half hour sometimes. And you are like really expressive in your videos too. Like you're talking like loud like this, and you're like you have the depth into your voice, and then sometimes you change it. Like you go all like kind of, what do you call it? Like, I don't want to say like different tones. Yeah, you go different tones. It
Yeah.
must take a lot of work. Like I said, man, I can't imagine. But I do want to actually dive into the content, though. I want to know what inspired you to start creating content in the first place.
What inspired me to start creating? So basically, this is actually a really long story, which I always love myself. So from the country I come from, which is Iran, I was not born here. I moved here for like, it's been 6 years or something to Canada. In that country, I always really loved acting and everything based around that. Even I used to like tell my family, I want to become an actor when I grow up.
Oh,
And because of that, I always used to do like theater things and stuff to like see how it is. And every time I loved it so much. But the problem is in Iran, the chance of you having a future becoming an actor, really low. Even if you become an actor, it's not fun. There is so many limitations. It's terrible there.
what are they limit? What are the limitations?
Well, the government of Iran, you know how terrible it is. They have a hand on everything, so they're like, don't do this, don't do that, don't do anything. Just the movies cannot be fun.
So Canada was the choice?
Do anything. Yeah, I was like, let's just go to Canada, forget it. Actually, America was the first choice, but then like Trump came and yeah,
I'm sorry, and then what?
Trump came and we
Oh, I
couldn't
see.
go there.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Like you actually couldn't, or your decision just
We
changed because
couldn't.
of that.
We
Okay.
were not allowed
Yeah,
to.
that makes a little bit more sense. So, like I said, did the whole YouTube thing just come from you wanting to act?
Well, the passion comes from there because even I came to Canada, I was like so lost what I wanted to do. I had no idea what I wanted my future to be, and it was such a terrible feeling. I feel like that's the hardest part of everyone's life, just not knowing what the future for them is and having no clue what they want to do in it. So when I was searching for it, and two things happened that made me go for YouTube. One of them was, again, in the school that I went, they had a theater class. I was like, sure, I want to take it because of the old days. I went in it and I did so good that people there actually stood up and clapped for it.
Aw.
Person who doesn't know English at all. I played like the main villain role, yeah.
So you didn't?
And man,
Did you not know any English coming into Canada?
I knew English, but like it was really hard for me to either understand people or like speak the way people speak here. Because I need to like, especially like the way we speak in Persian is so different than like English. Because in Persian, you don't really like make your words classy. You just basic. You talk like normal. You don't really add anything into it. It's fun to talk Persian, but in English you add classy to it. You make it like give it some things to make it feel, I don't know, rich or something. I don't like it, but yeah.
I hear English is the most difficult language to learn. Was it hard?
English is I had a way harder time learning Arabic or the other
Really
ones.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's just what I hear, but I don't know. Like I've known like very little French from being in school, but that's the extent of my different language knowledge.
English, in my opinion, has some dumb things about it, but the writing is amazing. It's really simple to learn. And like every language has some dumb things in my opinion. Like even mine. I hate the writing of ours. So yeah, it's just
I'm sure you run into problems every single time, like no matter where you're going. I just hear that English is the tough one. So this is something that I was going to ask you a little bit later, but because we're kind of on the topic, do you still want to get into acting, or have you just like laser focused in on YouTube for good?
I do have hopes, which is like the way my YouTube channel is working right now. I'm a little bit low mentally on that hope, but maybe hopefully it gets better. But my hope right now is my YouTube channel. I can use this thing to grow huge and do amazing big things for the people. Like I have written actually my own storyline, which one day I want to turn it to something actual. I do want to work on myself to be able to do acting, maybe for some things for my YouTube that is actual acting, not just speaking. Or if one day my stories become a movie, I would love to play a part in them. So yeah, it is there, but it's such a far in the future thing that right now I'm just focusing on making YouTube at least work, at least something that's similar to it.
That makes sense. So, just for clarity, are you talking about story as in like a general story, like, or just a Fortnite story?
No, my own like general
That's awesome.
universe.
I love that.
Yeah.
Especially with the stuff you can. I could imagine you'd be good at that. To be honest with you, I really wholeheartedly believe that. Are you comfortable with sharing your age?
My age?
Yeah.
I'm 19 right now.
19. Oh, I did know that. Because I was thinking like you were in a spot earlier that you weren't sure what you wanted to do with your life, and I was like, okay, it must have been like somewhere around there, right?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
so, oh my God, you have so much to look forward to in the future. The channel's growing at a fantastic pace right now. It's awesome.
Thank you.
So, did you always want to, when you decided to make the YouTube channel, did you always want to make content about Fortnite?
Well, the thing that made me, because like YouTube in my country technically kind of doesn't exist because it's filtered. You can't use it because it's an American thing. And if you even want to go in it, you have to use VPN, and the speed mostly for Wi-Fi there is so slow, it was not worth it. So I never used YouTube until coming here. And when I did, it was because like I knew of it and I needed to understand some things about Fortnite. So I went in there, and through that, I found some lovely people, and then I found other YouTubers who just do entertainment, not connected to Fortnite or anything, like PewDiePie and stuff, which my English got good because of watching those videos too and talking in this my own videos. So, oh, my brain is going crazy. What was the question again? Sorry.
Did you always want to make content about Fortnite?
Okay, so at the start, I kind of like to become like a variety channel, do many different things. Like I once made a video on Doom Eternal, one of my favorite games, then some other videos. But then I was like, because I always felt like Fortnite is really special, something about this game. It's like, it didn't feel like the other games who just wanna they don't have an end goal, or they have reached their end goals. Now they just wanna please people with whatever they can put out. Like Call of Duty, they just Modern Warfare 3 out of bada bing, pow, there you go, garbage. Yeah, Fortnite didn't feel like that. It felt like there was a plan right from the beginning, and they were doing everything they could to reach that plan, and actual love and passion was going into it.
Yep.
When I saw those feelings, I was like, I think if I stick to this game, because it kind of also really deserves it, I can really reach the dream I have. But I really also at the same time, because even right now I have a second channel which I have made, but there's not that many videos on it yet. I want to also become a variety gaming channel too, not just Fortnite. But Fortnite will always be there because I love this game.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it too. I love the Fortnite's like in my opinion, it's the greatest game of all time.
For
that
sure.
and Minecraft, they're right up there. They're gonna go down in history as the two greatest games. I still want to see a collab between those two, but I do want to ask, what got you specifically into the Fortnite storyline?
Oh, that's actually a cool question because I didn't start as a storyline channel. Interesting. So I started as just like trying to make funny videos, but I was not good enough at it yet. So I tried to do something else that like helped me grow a little bit faster. I did news videos, but then I was like, man, I love this game's story so much. I don't know the whole thing yet, but still I can come up with some cool things to make videos on it. So one of my videos was about how season 8 chapter 2 is going to be the final season of chapter 2, and I came up with the idea for this video in season 6 chapter 2 or something. So I think I was the first to figure out when it ends.
Yeah, I don't think people were talking about it back in season 6.
Yeah.
And that would have been something to talk
like,
about because people would be looking forward to the end of Primal.
Yeah, oh god. Oh no. Primal had a good story. It had issues gameplay wise, but the story was really good.
It was fantastic. Were you into the Fortnite storyline like right from the get-go?
I think this is what I remember. I think in season 4 I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. This game has some like more season 4 was when I started to see Fortnite's future, and I chose to like do YouTube and stuff slowly after. And then I was like, then season 5 happened. I was like, Cube, that's kind of sick. Season 6 happened. Then season 7 was where I started to feel like this game's story has potential with the Ice King, with the Fire King, the story told through them. The bunker in season 8, those were sick.
I loved it. I loved
That's
it,
when
dude.
yeah, that's when it started in me, that actually caring about it.
That's awesome. I actually cared about it like right because that's why I asked you. I started caring about it right from the get-go when the comet was in the sky and people were talking about it hitting tilted towers. And then yeah, I was talking about this with PBJ when we were talking about the storyline on this get to know series that we have, and I was like, I was playing with all of my friends and everybody loved Fortnite, and I was the only one out of my friend group paying attention to this comment in the sky. I'm like, how do you guys not care about this, man? Nobody liked the storyline, and now I'm talking to like all of you guys. You guys like the storyline, which is really cool to me.
I am everything a storyline now, so yeah, it got reversed.
But speaking of Fortnite, I want to dive into a little bit of a different area. I know you do enjoy playing other games, but are there any other games you commonly play along with Fortnite? I know Fortnite's your favorite, but like, is there any other games that you really like to get a hold of?
Any other game I like play a lot near Fortnite? I used to be actually my main game before Fortnite was Call of Duty. After Black Ops 4, no more. Fortnite became my favorite game, but before then, I loved that. I was one of the biggest fans of that game. But now I don't play it that much. Now, since I really feel like the multiplayer games are messing up really bad, only Fortnite is keeping it together. I mainly play storyline games like God of War. I played Final Fantasy 16. I do want to try out Red Dead Redemption 2, but I didn't have time yet. I really want to try it. And then there is just a lot of storyline games that I've been enjoying.
There's a lot of storyline games that I want to try out, and I keep saying I'm going to try out, but then Fortnite's just so good that I keep playing it.
Fortnite takes all our time, I swear. It's true.
I used to play so many games until Fortnite, and I still do, but like it's not nearly as much.
Facts. That's genuinely facts. I used to play like every story game that came out. Now I don't have the time.
Now, I do want to take a little bit of a twist. We will go back into Fortnite later on in this episode that we have here, but I want to dive a little bit more into your upbringing because from what I can tell so far, it is quite interesting. Can you talk about what it was like growing up over in Iran, the decision to come over? Because we went through it very vaguely, but if you're comfortable with sharing any intricate details.
Well, Iran, my home country, is or still a little bit. I don't know. Hopefully one day it's going to be again.
Oh, you want to go back?
No, I mean, hopefully one day it'd be amazing again.
Oh,
There's lots of issues right now. Iran back then was lovely. It was just the best time ever, especially because like internet and stuff are not such a huge thing. They're as big as it is in Canada. The family community feeling you build there, how much you do outside of internet, doing other things around, going around the world together with other people in the families. The people feeling how together everyone was the best time ever in my life. But it kept getting ruined more and more. Everything kept getting like away, getting ruined, and it was terrible. So going from that amazing feeling, like such a happy life, then the family people, the friends I had, they kept having to either go somewhere or some terrible things happened between us. And the family group kept getting smaller and smaller. Then it was the problems of how the government of Iran, I can't say too much because
you got to be careful.
Yeah, I got to be careful.
Problems.
Yeah, they're terrible. They're disgustingly bad. They're divorced. And they ruined. Iran is one of the best countries ever. It has one of the best histories, most fun histories. It has some really cool mythologies, which games could actually make really good games on, but because of all the issues with the governments, they can't sell. Imagine a Fortnite Persian season. Oh,
that'd be hype. I'm fascinated by that mythology personally.
Yeah, that would be sick. And then there is so many historical, amazing, beautiful places, like natural places. It's such a rich country. It's a really fun country to be in. But now, because of the government, the weather is horrible. People's lungs, I've heard, evolving there just to have to deal with pollution, not to get cancer. And then there is now people don't even have food to eat, a lot of them. The money. So when I came to Canada, like 1 day before it or 2 days, the money used to be each $1 in Persian money would be like 4,000 of our money.
Oh, Jesus.
But now let me tell you how it is now. 50,000.
Wow. That's a significant jump.
From there, you can see how terrible life got. It was torture. Oh god.
And then you came over to the great Canadian dollar, which is also worth nothing.
The problem is, we came here, like the day we came here, the thing happened, the problem that completely made our money worthless. So we didn't get time to change it into dollar or anything. So we had to come here with the worthless money.
Oh my god.
And, it's painful. It's been, no one can even think how painful it's been.
I can't imagine.
Oh god.
So, do you mind sharing what the exact decision was? Like I know like it was a bunch of things going on, you know, the country kind of having its own issues, but was there like one thing that happened that made you guys say, all right, we're out?
Well, there were many things. One of them is like how jobs and stuff, because of like how the government doesn't care about the people, it also doesn't care about of managing everything, make everything actually work right. Now like shady businesses and terrible things, people not being able to live like a normal person. So my father was like, our kids are not gonna have an actual future in here. We need to like take them to somewhere where they can actually build a future based on whatever they love. And there was that. Then there was the fact that there's two facts. Earthquakes in Iran also is like, there's like 3 tectonic plates or something there. So if an earthquake happens there, hopefully never terrible, but it would ruin everything. It would be so bad.
I can't imagine being part of that. Oh my god.
Yeah, it would be horrible if it happens. Like 3, not even 2 tectonic plates. 3 right on the place I used to live. That would ruin.
I'm not caught up on that information, but that's like wild.
Yeah, it's like 3 chunks of the earth are like the edge of them are just like rubbing to each other.
Well, yeah,
right on the
yeah.
place.
I mean, I know what the plates are. I
so
just didn't
bad.
know like that.
Okay.
I don't know where they're like located on the planet.
Oh yeah.
But that could lead to a disaster. Absolutely.
That lucky Canada, they got none. They got no earthquakes. That I swear, people here are so lucky.
We have like snow to worry about, and that's it. And that's not even a worry.
Yeah,
like,
true.
So
True.
now,
It's fun.
Are you comfortable sharing with where you are living now?
Just say the city, Toronto.
Okay, yeah, that's what the answer I was looking for. So how do you like Toronto?
It's like I'm mostly loving it. It's really a green, pretty place. The people here are really like nice to each other. I love the multiculturalism. There's people from every place. There's so many Iranians here. It's crazy. There's so many of us. There is Persian restaurants, Persian like supermarkets, a lot of them right near us. It feels like I'm still in Iran. That's really cool.
You can find anything in Toronto. I like it there.
Yeah.
My girl and I, before, we were actually considering after high school moving to Toronto, but the decision to stay with family was ultimately.
Of course.
Yeah, that was like, no, I love Toronto, man. It's awesome. Niagara, we were thinking about moving too. But
I love that place.
I can't leave family. I can't.
Yeah, that was the most painful part of us deciding. Like people probably don't get how hard it is to decide to go into another country. You're abandoning your entire life and deciding to build a new one. That's painful.
That's
crazy.
Really how much of your family came over? Was it just like your core family?
Only core. Me, my brother, and my mother and father. That's it.
Do you still keep in touch with everybody at home?
You mean in my home country?
Yes.
To the people who are we're good with, we try our best. Yeah, we always call them and everything. And we all both us and them get really sad how they can't meet. We can't meet each other like in real life. But yeah, that sucks. But hopefully one day.
Yeah, we can hope for the best, right?
Yeah, and then for one thing you said about like if I like Toronto and stuff, I really love this place, but I do feel like it's everything is too much like technology based in terms of like everybody in their phone and stuff. There is not enough like real life community based things. It's missing that, which is a really lovely thing.
And if I had to assume, it was not like that over in Iran.
No, that place that was the part of Iran I miss a lot.
Do you think
it is kind of ruined now, but yeah.
Do you think it'll stay that way with the absence of technology? I'm not saying they have not, you know what I mean? I'm just like obviously not to the level that Toronto is.
Well, because like how rich the history of Iran is, how much like history and our own events and everything we have, which all of the events are based around coming together, I would say would stay like that. I would say Canada is like this because like this country doesn't have the histories and like the events that make us come together in Iran. That
Yeah.
should be why. So
Yeah, we're just a big giant group of people with nothing going on, right? Everything here. I keep telling people like over in the U.S. and a lot of people from my streams watch from the U.S. and the U.K. and I keep telling people like nothing's that interesting about Canada. It's the same thing. We just follow what goes on in the U.S.
Oh, that's true. I can confirm that being here. Yeah. It's just a more wholesome US. It's like the better brother of US.
Like, yeah, it's just we're kind of like really intertwined in that way. But I do want to shift the conversation back a little bit back to YouTube. Like we'll talk a little bit more about you that I have planned, but I want to go back to YouTube for a minute. Do you have any, because you are gaining quite the amount of traction in the Fortnite community, which is very nice to see. Do you have any advice you'd like to give to any aspiring creators? Because that's what a lot of people are like to getting from this series.
Yeah, so the first thing to always figure out, as I have said, the hardest part of life is figuring out what you truly love and what you would do anything for. Like me, I didn't care how hard it would be to make the entire storyline 3 hours long video. I still did it. I didn't I don't care how hard I have to work on this. I'm still doing it. Sometimes my mood is gonna go down. Sometimes I'm gonna feel terrible. But that's just natural part of being a person. But still, first, try to figure out if you wanna do YouTube. Is YouTube something you can work extremely hard on without feeling like giving up or like you don't want to do this anymore? Or at least don't feel that too much when you're doing it. Then you need to find out what videos when you're gonna making YouTube. You can make like thousands or millions of them. We can come up with those ideas quickly and also again without feeling burnt out from it or feeling like you want to give up. These two things are core. If you don't make sure of these, you're gonna definitely give up for sure.
That's very good advice in my opinion.
Yeah, and then there is like at the start we all suck. You don't watch my old videos, please. Do not.
Are they
beg
up?
You. No. Yeah, I didn't delete them. Don't watch them.
I wish I didn't delete mine, man. I had a channel before mine. I wish that I could just have it. And my mentality was, oh, those videos suck. Let's get rid of them. But it would be fun to look back on, you know?
Yeah. My mentality on this was like, because even with my YouTube, I really want to build my future in a way that I can help a lot of people do charity, help people who want to do YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
And my mentality was like, the people who want to become YouTubers, they're going to have a really low, like, what is it called? Confidence, I think. So them seeing how terrible I started and what I turned into, that's gonna give them a lot of confidence, I feel like. So I was like, I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, that's actually a good way to look at it. It's always a positive way to spin that kind of stuff, right? Plus, it's,
Yeah.
in my opinion, it's just fun to look back on. This is where I started. This is the video that I started on.
Nah. I don't wanna. My English. Oh God, my English, my voice.
Well,
it
to be
was
honest,
not
now
good.
I'm gonna go watch that after we're done here.
Don't watch it, please. No.
So, staying on the YouTube topic, though, something I actually really, really admire about you is kind of like, I don't know, I guess passion's the right word for it. Passion to bring a bunch of other YouTubers together. And this is something that I really like about Clark Clint, too. Like, instead of looking at everybody and like for example, like if you were to come talk to me, there were some times where people would look at this as like a little bit of a competition. You are the complete opposite of that. Walk me through your thought process there, because I feel the same way, where it's like I just hope everybody does well. Like I don't see the point.
So this is actually kind of the reason Cypher PK at T5 blocked me. I need to explain it. Like this mentality at the start made me a little bit start giving up on the Fortnite community, how like everybody are so away from each other, building their own little bubble and not trying to build something bigger for the community of Fortnite. And I was like, why? It would be so much more awesome if you all came together and make something amazing. But no, nobody cares. So that was like a flame inside me, which led into me getting angry at the Fortnite YouTubers, and the things happened, which everybody obviously knows. I'm not going to go too far.
I was actually going to ask you about that stuff. But anyways, like about the like having everybody come together. Continue.
So my feeling is like this would be way more lovely. YouTube is kind of arts and business to me. It's not just like business, because it's the same thing as making video games, making movies. You're creating a content for people's enjoyment, for entertainment. So the business side is you still need to grow, you still need to make money to live and everything like that. The art side of it is making wholesome things, enjoyable thing for people. And art, something about that to me, it's not something to fight around for. Business, yeah, you need to like grow and stuff, but this, no. People need to come together and make some lovely things, because we're here for the people. So why not? We want to make some amazing things for them. And I really have been trying my best, do everything I can to just find a way to bring more people together so we can make more fun things for people, make the community more fun. That's my idea of it.
And honestly, since everybody's been kind of doing it, the viewers have liked it too, seems like.
That's great.
I just never understood, dude, like I have to see everybody as an enemy. Like, who cares if somebody has more subscribers or more views? Just be happy for them.
I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate it so much.
So it's nice that we're seeing a little bit of a change there.
Clark, actually, wait, I really need to say that about Clark.
No, go ahead.
The person who stopped me being so angry at the Fortnite YouTubers was Clark, because he genuinely cared about the other YouTubers around him. I saw that there is still people in here who care about each other. It's not just everyone not caring. He wanted to bring people, the YouTubers, together. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, wow, maybe I'm wrong being mad. Maybe like him, I should try more to do this. And being mad is not going to fix anything. I should try to be more like him. So that's how things changed.
Is it he didn't say anything to you, or did you just view that from an outside perspective?
Just outside from what he was doing,
That's
everything.
pretty nice.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, I really like what Clark's been doing, man. Clark introduced me to pretty much most people in this community, actually.
I still hate him for one reason, though. How dare you hate on the 5 realities? SMH.
No, now everybody's mad at him for not liking boxes.
Oh, that too. How dare you hate on boxes? The poor things have feeling.
I know. This guy, man. This guy and his box hate is totally not okay.
Wow.
So
unacceptable.
Do you ever subconsciously, but you have to fight against these thoughts, do you kind of in the back of your mind sometimes compete with other creators? Do you find yourself like, again, like subconsciously competing? Or is it just all happiness?
I feel like this feeling will happen in everyone's mind once like they're struggling. It's like even right now, it's not that I'm competing with them or I want not the best for them. It's that when you see everyone around you like actually figuring things out, doing amazing, and you feel like your videos are also in a really great level like theirs, then a thought comes naturally in your mind of like, what am I doing wrong? Is it just YouTube that hates me, or is it something that I've not figured out yet? So just sometimes like that thing takes my moods down, but it's never like I don't want the best for people. It's just making me think I'm doing something wrong than anything.
That's a good way to look at it. Honestly,
Yeah.
It's really, really good, especially with the mentality like that. That's probably why you're doing well on YouTube, to be honest with you.
Thank you.
So I want to ask you about Twitter. You explored it a little bit. You don't have to.
No.
It's if you're not comfortable with it. If you're not comfortable with it.
Hey, it's fine. Tell me.
Sometimes we notice, and not so much recently, but you have gotten caught up in a lot of Twitter drama. Why do you get caught up in the Twitter drama? And I'm sure that's something that people would like to know, especially, and what kind of like changed, because you don't see it anymore.
There is many reasons, I believe. One of them is definitely me not like handling things smartly, not handling them by thinking well about the situation and what's the right choice to make. I learned that it's also my own mistake, my own fault, that this is still kind of a job, and what I say, a lot of people look at it and it matters a lot. It affects some people. So I need to like understand what I'm doing more before saying something. So I'm handling myself better to start like war with some people.
Was it just like a you didn't think before you speak type thing?
There is more. That's the part that has made the dramas happen way less.
I see.
Because like I know how to handle myself and everything now better. Not fully, but better.
Yeah. So
Oh god.
I want to give you an opportunity too, because there's a lot of people that love you. Don't get me wrong, but there's also quite a few people who say like, "Oh my God, Scyan just hates on people on Twitter." Do you have anything to say to those type of people?
I don't hate on people. I hate on some feelings I get from when I see something. I hate when I see something is not done with love and care. I hate when I see people are kind of just like hurting each other or something. I don't know the right word for it. Just people going against each other. When I get a negative feeling, and Twitter is filled with it. That's why. That's like Twitter is filled with negative feelings. People going around each other, always thinking about the bad things. What is wrong with Fortnite? What is wrong with this person? And that's a negative feeling. Just makes me feel weird and angry.
Absolutely.
And so yes, that's mainly the flame that keeps us starting things. And then it's like some of the dramas happened. There were three reasons some dramas happened. One of them was like the way people talk in real life is different than the way people talk in the internet. And I had to learn to accept that, even though I don't like the way people talk in the internet.
Oh,
But yeah, it doesn't matter. I have to accept it anyways.
dude, sometimes you look at people and then you're like, "Oh my God, you're yapping really. You're yapping online. Like you would not say that to anybody's face, you know?"
Oh, for sure, for sure.
It's-
In real life, people are very nicer to each other. I don't know what happens to them in the
Well,
internet.
it's because in real life there's consequences, which they're
Oh,
starting to
true.
get rid of it. But like you won't pipe up to somebody who like can whoop you, right?
Oh, true.
And it's
True.
incredible to me how confident people are and how arrogant people can be when they're talking to someone
It's
else on
not
Twitter,
healthy.
like calling them just like an idiot, like jumping to conclusions, you know?
Yeah, it's gonna cause, in my opinion, it's gonna cause way more people having anger issues even in real life. It's not healthy.
Well,
in my
that
opinion.
and society now encourages you to embrace those feelings. So,
Wait, they do?
oh yeah, 100%.
Oh my god,
100%, especially for men now.
that sucks. Like I hate one thing that is like people think I'm like this, but I need to explain this maybe so people get my view on it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
the point.
Some people are like, there is an opinion that the bigger majority of people have. If you're not part of that opinion, you suck, you're dumb, you're terrible, you're stupid. That's if you do that in real life, people would just smack you out. Genuinely.
Yeah,
That's
well,
dumb.
especially like you walk up to somebody, imagine like swearing in their face.
Oh god, you would get tennis smacks. Double 5 realities.
Double 5 realities. 1 5 reality with each fist. 1 reality
Yeah,
with each
exactly.
fist.
There we go. Got him.
2 arms, 2 legs, and a headbutt. Those are 5 realities.
Yeah. And then for people thinking that, I feel like some people think I have a really big ego. Maybe I have a little bit. I don't know. But I want to explain how I feel about things.
Absolutely.
And that's like, I am like that. Why I'm like, if people don't feel this way like me, then they're wrong. Not really, except on the things that I feel like humanity, like what is good or bad. It's like people, YouTubers coming together. I feel like, yeah, that's the right thing to do. That's different. But on Fortnite wise, on the furies I make and everything, there are 2 reasons why I get so mad. The same people who get angry at my furies say that they're terrible. The things they say is also the same way as me. They're kind of furies and such. So if mine is wrong, then yours is wrong too. So my mind gets confused. Then what the hell are you talking about right now? What is the issue? I don't get it.
You're wrong, Scyan. You're wrong.
I will send Midas after you. He's gonna turn you into liquid gold.
Oh no,
I
Midas
swear.
is coming back. Please don't.
He is gonna come back actually. Did you see the news? I'm so
Yeah,
happy.
I did see that.
Oh my
I'll
God.
believe it when I see it, dude. But I do
He's
want to ask you one
my
more thing
father.
related to all of this. And oftentimes creators, and this is something that like makes people kind of stay away from YouTube, the idea of this, and this is another thing, like a lot of people who watch this want to end up making their own content sometime. A lot of creators have problems dealing with hate. How do you deal with it when you come across it?
especially the amount of hate I get? That's a good question.
Honestly.
So
Yeah, because you seem like a
the
relatively happy guy.
the way I view life is like real. I would say because people around me are like not like this, so in my opinion, it's really different than people. I try to always look at the best in things. I try to every day be the better person I can be, and not. I learned how blaming things, it's not gonna lead into anywhere. It's just gonna keep making you sadder, not enjoy life or anything. Try to just either find the issue just or let it go. Just find a way to move on from it. Like, yeah, I'm really sad about moving away from my country, but what can I do? I just moved on. Try to still be happy
Yeah, there's
and
nothing you
things
can
like that.
do about it, right?
Yeah.
That's kind
Don't
of how I look at things, where it's like, hey, can I
yeah.
change it? No. All
Yeah.
right.
Don't hurt yourself for no reason. Life is already too short. Try to just enjoy it. Be
Yeah,
happy.
absolutely.
And for how to deal with hate, it's many different things. There is hate that comes from something that you somewhat do wrong. There is hate that is genuinely just dumb. There is no reason on it. And I still, probably all of us get those some ways. Those hate, they're just stupid. They're dumb. They're made by, I don't know, some 6-year-old. Two things came to his mind that was just like, me. I hate this guy. Ignore those completely. Those are worthless. They're not even words. They're meaningless. But there are hates that have meaning through them, and you can evolve through them. Even though some people go way too far with like trying to go against you for doing something wrong, so you start feeling like you don't deserve it and you don't try to understand what is the issue you need to fix. But try to still figure things out even then, because it will evolve you as a person and it will make it happen way less. So instead of the things people say, try to find the cause of why people are saying these things and think about it. If that thing is unneeded for you to say, or is actually wrong, try your best to fix yourself and never do that. Like, for example, what was it I said that caused a crazy war in Twitter and people made up terrible things about me? Was it like World War II? Oh yeah, I made a post that I said Fortnite, the storyline, some parts of it is similar to World War II or something. It was a dumb post. At that point, I didn't understand. Now I do. But from there, people started making up terrible things about
I
me.
remember that.
I would rather die than to be the things those people said. And at that moment, it just felt so terrible that I didn't care anymore about why it happened. So that's wrong on people do. If you want to fix someone, don't just attack them like that. Then they're not even gonna care about why this is happening. Try to actually like find a better way to make them understand why this is happening. Like afterwards, when I calmed down, I understood that saying those things and things like that, because of these reasons, because of how my voice, how much more than before it matters, I just should not anymore. Anything related to it, I should not. So yeah,
Yeah,
I would say that's a good one.
What the Twitter crowd just doesn't get is that the constant like mindless hate on people will never change anybody's mind. That'll make them double down.
Yeah, it's just the hate sometimes is like for a right reason. Someone genuinely did a bad thing, but they keep changing it, make it bigger than it is and everything. Then the person doesn't even remember what the thing was that he did wrong.
Yeah, dude, it's literally, it can start off with like, oh my god, Scyan called Clen stupid, and then like the next day, Scyan shot Clen's daughter in the face. Like,
yeah, exactly. It just keeps going up and up. And the fact that people who don't like you go out of their way to find anything to say you're a terrible person, even if the evidence is not enough. I heard this about Dream. I heard he was actually not like, he didn't do the things people said he did. And if so, that's disgusting.
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know what to think. Like, at this point, I don't believe anything I see until there's like concrete proof. But even then, you have Photoshop, you have AI now. Like,
oh yeah.
It's going to get even worse. The deepfakes. Somebody actually I know was about to get fired from being a teacher because somebody made a deepfake about her.
That's disgusting.
One of her kids. Yeah. One of the students, I shouldn't say her kid. But like,
that
it's crazy what the, like that. So you have the random allegations now that are coming to people. You have the made up things, the people who just hate other people. But now you actually have like AI technology that could like make up proof. So I don't even know what to believe anymore if I hear like people hating on somebody.
Yeah, that genuinely makes me sad because like I was so excited coming to YouTube. I didn't know how terrible this size of it is gonna be. Now it's like it's a really something that hurts me a lot. But I try to move on. I'm like, what can I do? I just try to have to better myself and stuff. And like I try. There's something else I saw that I have learned. I always knew it, but like I know it even more now. It's like, yeah, I know that I'm doing this for a good reason. I want to in my future do charity. I want to help people as much as I can. I just want to do a lot of good things in my life, and YouTube is a great way to reach that. I was like, people don't know that, and of course they should not just trust me because I say that. There's a lot of terrible people in life who say it too, but they want to just abuse people. Like the charities I've seen that steal people's money, and that's so sad.
Yeah.
So I was like, instead of being mad at that I want to help people and they don't even want to let me, try to prove them that you do want to. And like the entire storyline video, me showing how hard I'm willing to work on what I want to do, kind of is like me slowly proving people that I do genuinely care that I want to do this.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to remember too, there's a lot of people that really, really love you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Honestly, yeah. I'm like people. I've gotten told by multiple people, and I'm a relatively small channel still. They're excited to have Scyan on. So no matter what, like there's so many good sides to it as well. That's what
of course
people get caught
I
up
love
in
YouTube.
Too much. Me too.
Still, I love YouTube. Yeah, and those people, thank you so much for supporting my way. I've promised myself never to change from this way. Hopefully, I'm gonna stay the same and do all the big things I want to do. Thank you so much for being here.
And if anybody is unfamiliar with Scyan that's watching this right now, it will be any links to his channel will be in the pinned comment description down below in this video. So go check it out right after you're finished watching this video.
Become a 5 realities believer right now. Join them.
They'll be like, oh my god, it's this guy.
Oh wow, it's this guy. Never mind, I hate him now.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to hate this man. They'll just get reminded. But
this reminds me of something. Like I wanted to say this. The reason why I love my Furies so much and like the way I treat them and stuff, I spent so much time to come up with them. It's not like I'm sleeping one day, I'm like, hey, that's a Fury. Let's go make a video on it. No, I go through every detail of the storyline. I try to find hidden things I never knew before. And it takes so much more time than people think.
Absolutely.
So because of how much time I've put into the Furies, they're like my child. Of course I care about them and I get sad when you go after them hunting me down. What do you expect?
Yeah, I understand completely. Yeah, like I said, the work that you do is like relatively unmatched in this space.
Thank
you.
The
videos it's crazy. Like even like the reaction video. I just told you that we finished watching a reaction video. Even the edits that you do on there, they're wild. It's like what I tell PJ all the time. Like, hey, that dude, like it's crazy what you guys edit. I could never do that. And I mean that in the best way possible. Like I record my face and then upload it.
You still love your face alone is better.
Oh, thank you.
Worth it. Thank you.
I do want to talk about plans about YouTube though. Do you have any plans for the future of your channel?
Too many, way too many.
That's
and
good.
Every day I just hope that it actually happens. The biggest plans, let's start with the smaller ones. The idea for the channel is I'm gonna make an entire story of each chapter whenever the chapter ends and try to make it as cool and amazing as the big video I did. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to. I'm planning to, as I said, work on the second channel whenever I can so I can be a variety content creator too, because I love a lot of games. I love art as a whole. And that's why I try to be artistic with the things I say. I do, sorry, not say. And the things I say are just dumb. They're not that part. And then the bigger things I'm working on right now, there is how, hopefully no one steals this. I really am just like trying my best to like, I'm trying to get big so I can gather money and gather the things I need. So one day, it's a far future, but still, I can build like an animation team to make animations on like What If Fortnite in a funny way. or about like the entire storyline of Fortnite. I want to redo it, but this time as an animation.
That'd be
And then
incredible.
these are like I want to do some crazy animated things that I write the script myself in the future. That's a dream. Then
Well,
there's, as I said, I want to do yearly charity streams, which through them I also want to promote parts of my home country, like its culture, do cultural things in it from my home, so more people in the world get to know about us and how lovely the past of Iran is.
that's awesome. I can relate to that because I actually do. I don't want to do. Okay, this is gonna sound bad, but let me explain. I really want to get to a point where I can do charity streams, but I don't want to like just like, oh, charity. There we go. I want to like actually pick something that I like really, 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 really believe in, and then I would love to do those streams sometime. I would absolutely love to do that. Just be responsible for funneling some money over there. That'd be crazy.
We could do it together one day.
I'm totally here for it.
Sick.
100%. Yeah. So I totally get that with your end over there, but my apologies. I lost my train of thought. What was the thing you mentioned right before that? Charity.
It was animation.
L streamer. Oh yes, that's what I wanted to mention. My apologies. So this is interesting because I was talking to Tedious about that because he's really into creating his own skits and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I asked him this question: would you ever consider? Because I imagine AI is going to get to a point where you're going to be able to do that without a team. Not write scripts. I mean, like actually animate.
I get it. Yeah.
Would you dive into that?
AI art is not art. Art has soul and personality and things went into it that creates something that is a vision of a person. AI does not have vision. It does not have soul. AI just sees what people enjoy and based on it just cooks something up for you to be like, ooh, I like, yes, no.
But at the end of the day, this is your ideas, your script.
Yeah.
I mean, it would just be responsible for animating it. Would you dive into that?
It's still would have way more meaning if there is a true team built around it. So no, I would keep it till one day I have the chance.
Good. There you go.
Hopefully.
That's very admirable. I like that.
Thank you.
Good. So I want to dive into, we're heading towards the end here. I want to ask you like a little bit more about Scyan. What do you do in your free time when you're not making content?
What do I do in my free time when I'm not making content? There's a lot of things I like to. I love food. There is something. I mean, all Persians love food.
Dude, if you're in Toronto, you got some good food over there.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. There's food from every place. It's really awesome.
Dude, I'd probably be like 1,000 pounds if I lived in Toronto.
Oh god,
the food's good.
I try to keep myself away. I'm like, oh, I really like that thing. I kind of want it. I'm like, no. You don't need it. Don't waste money. Go away.
Dude, every time I go to Toronto, I hit the same spots.
Yeah, it's hard. And then of course, being Persian, I love being around people, going out with them. I love movies. My brother is sick of me talking about movies. I love them.
What's your favorite movie?
That's really hard. There's so many good ones. Let me think. I really love the Batman Dark Knight. I don't know. Was it the name? Yeah, the first trilogy.
I've only watched one of them personally.
Oh, I love those because one of those was the first ever time I went to cinema and watched a movie. So it's really special in my heart.
I love that.
For the more serious movies, Oppenheimer recently came and that was extremely cool. For the serious movies, I kind of really enjoyed that. And then for shows, is there a show I do really like Loki too. That show is awesome. But there was one more I liked more. What was that show? You know what? Whenever a Fortnite movie happens, that's my favorite. There you go.
Dude, it has so much potential, man. It has so much potential. But what about your family? What do they think about you doing YouTube? Are they supportive? Do they get it? Like, I know there's some parents, especially like if you want to talk about like people coming over to the West, they might not necessarily understand the parents, like how strong and how much of an opportunity YouTube can be, because it's a lot of hardworking people over there, right?
Exactly. So I would say they don't fully get it, but my parents are the best. They sacrificed so much for me to be able to be here. I would do anything for them. So they still were like supportive and they will like do what you love, so they always try to help me out with it. But also because of course every good parents would do this, they're all like in the back of their minds, they're all like, if this takes too long to actually work, we need to definitely like force him to kind of do something else so his future doesn't get ruined. So there's that part too.
Do you do this full time right now?
Right now there is university, and I haven't gotten to get a work yet because I feel like if I do, I'm not gonna be able to work on this anymore. So I'm giving it a little bit more time. If I don't grow big yet, then I have to go for it.
No, interesting. Yeah, the potential's there. Just let's keep on the grind. Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go. The potential's
Hopefully.
there.
Please.
You gotta get it full time.
Fortnite, help me. I made a movie for you guys. Please, come on, Fortnite. Epic. Do something.
What's your code? Is it just Scyan?
Yeah, it's just
Use code
Cyan.
Scyan in the Fortnite item shop. We need to
There
get
you
this
go.
man
Even
full time.
Clen said it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, like I said, we're heading towards the end here, but I want to go back to YouTube and gaming for a second. Do you have a favorite video that you've ever made? I don't care how well it performed. I don't care about any of that.
You already know.
Is it the new one?
The entire story.
Yeah,
of course.
that's what I meant. Yeah, that's what
And
I
it's
assumed
so
so,
easy
but I
to
still
know.
wanted to ask. Now, finally.
I could go for another one though, just
Okay,
to make it like
sure.
more fun.
Sure.
Let's see. So there is that one that I really love, and I say the first ever face reveal video I did was so wholesome. Was so like looking at myself from then, how much I evolved. I really love that video.
That's amazing.
It's really
that's,
lovely.
that's nice and
Yeah.
wholesome. I like that. And
Yeah.
finally, what is your favorite Fortnite season and why?
There are so many good ones. I think. Ooh.
One above all. Which is it?
Season 7, Chapter 2.
Chapter 2, Season 7. Yes!
Yeah.
The greatest season of
has
all
to.
time. That's my favorite.
You
That's
ca-
my favorite too.
Let me tell you why this thing is so peak. So let's first off with the amazing builds up they did to that season. It was like season 2, chapter 2, the real life things and stuff. It was so cool.
Yep.
The abduction before the season and the, what was it called? The farm things aliens make.
Yeah,
Was it
I know what
called?
you're talking about.
Circle?
I don't know
Oh, yeah.
if it's called anything. Is it called something?
Yeah, like crop circle or something.
Oh, that
I
sounds
forgot.
right. Regardless,
and
I know
then
what you're talking about.
They made that thing in real life too, in a farm, to tease the season. Insane. Not just a teaser then. They brought off the massive UFO mothership in the sky, which was so well designed. The abductors came out of it. There is a mini game at the middle of the game, which made everything way more fun. It didn't get boring because of those things. Then, out of nowhere, Epic was like, you know what? Let's drop in Invasion. You can explore the Imagine Order's main base. The story lovers went crazy. That season was insane.
And that's
then
just the
they
beginning
end-
of it.
Wait, 2 live events. I forgot. Ariana Grande live events, which is insane. Then, the ending one, the reveal of how many cubes there are, and then the peak.
And you didn't even scratch the surface of it. There's so much to love about that
Exactly.
season. It's nice.
Railgun. Oh my god.
It's nice to see someone talk about Chapter 2, Season 7 the way I do, because usually I'm the one yapping about Chapter 2, Season 7. What I want to really quick though, because I don't want to like take too much time up with it. My second favorite season, and it's a close, but my favorite's Chapter 1, Season X. How do you feel about that season?
Chapter 1, Season X. That season was beyond its time. It did way more than it needed to. And it is the best season of Chapter 1 by far.
Oh, this man, you got a
Real,
big
like-
brain over there.
Buddies, let's go. we understand each other.
So, because you're the storyline guy, which Fortnite
Yes.
season had your favorite storyline?
If anyone else says anything other than this, that's a lie. Season 2, Chapter 3. That's just
Season
a fact.
2 of Chapter 3. Really?
The IO versus 7. Imagine 2 factions you've been following for so long. Finally, the promise of them going at each other, seeing their technology, talking to each other, seeing the Imagine Order bring their insane like collider and all their insane blimps and technology just going at each other as you help the 7 to win the war.
No,
You
it was a
can't
great
get
storyline. I'm just surprised that you said
Yeah.
that. I don't think we hear that a lot when you're talking about the favorite storylines.
It could be because I really try to make people love the new storyline too, and not just look back and be like, that season was so good. I wish we were like that again. I want to give people hope, kind of. I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm not arguing with it at all. It's a good thing to say, but it's just an interesting. So, Scyan, when you're all said and done with YouTube, how do you want people to remember you? What is going to be your legacy?
I want people to remember me as someone who was completely lost in the world, probably like many different people, but found his way, even when going through so much, didn't give up and actually reached it. So I hope so other people do it as well, kind of giving personality boost to other people. Then I would love people to know me also as the storyline I've written one day hopefully becomes a reality. People can actually see it. I would love to be known about that too. And just someone who really cared about helping people. That's just what I want to be known as.
I love that. Love that. Well, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. So,
hopefully.
Scyan, lastly, do you have any closing remarks? Something that you would like to share? Something if you'd ask me, whatever you want. If there's anybody that you want to come on next, who would you suggest? Anything.
Are you willing to join the 5 Realities gang?
I'm already in the 5 Realities gang.
Let's go. Got him. Okay, the new person. I don't know what else I can talk about. We just talked a lot, so I'm not sure. The next person. Have you done Clark or no?
Clark is next.
Oh, you.
I got lined up. Clark, Clint, Jojo, Josiah, and then Zero BR.
Oh, Jojo. That's nice. That's nice. Let me check something really quick so I don't miss out on people. Let me see. Let me just give you a second. Restro would be good too if you want.
Yes, I actually just recently started following Restro.
Oh,
I didn't know about him, and I feel bad because like I've seen his stuff, and then it never really clicked to me. So I gotta contact that guy.
Oh my god, poor Restro. I'm better. Bird. I'm joking.
So anything you'd like to say before we get out of here?
Anything I like to say before, give as much love as you can to Clen. Lovely person, wholesome, amazing. There you go.
Thank you very much, Scyan. And same to Scyan. Again, guys,
thank you.
If you want to go check out Scyan, pin comment description down below. You'll find the links right there. Anywhere else we can find you besides YouTube? Well, obviously Twitter.
Everywhere else, anywhere else. I do love my Discord server, and like I always try to talk in there. That place is kind of like a second home for me. So you can join there if you want to talk to me.
Perfect.
That's
Love
cool
to see
too.
it. Scyan, thank you very much for coming on the channel.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. It was lovely.
Love that. See you later, Scyan.
Goodbye. Don't forget about the 5 realities. Think about it every night when you sleep.
Man, I'm actually really enjoying this series, guys. I really, really am. That was a really in-depth conversation. I really enjoyed Scyan. Like, he seems like he's an awesome guy. Honestly, like, I know he gets into a lot of trouble on Twitter, and that's something that we talked about. But honestly, the man is just, I've had nothing but absolutely phenomenal, pleasant experiences with him, especially from one creator to another. The dude, I really, really like him. I really enjoyed talking to him, and hopefully with this Get to Know series, you guys had a little bit of a sneak peek into who Scyan is a person, and I think that he is a great guy. Thank you so much for watching. Scyan, if you happen to be watching this video, I can't thank you enough for being on the show here. I really appreciate it. Hopefully everybody enjoys it. Everybody get a lot of nice comments on these Get to Know series, guys. Go check out, if you're interested, Scyan's channel, by the way. I'll try to have it on screen here. I always forget if I can actually do it in the end screen, but regardless, check out Scyan, check out the rest of the Get to Know series, guys. This is going to be an absolute blast. Next up, we are going to have Clark Clint on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Take care.